Happy Saturday! Welcome to Qua, or my version of a Q&A, if you're new here. This is a tradition that I started years and years ago when I was on Dancing with the Stars with my partner, Britt Stewart, and we called it Qua, and we did it kind of every Sunday. But frankly, I've been far too busy and have not had time in recent years. So if you were into it before, welcome back. If it's your first Qua with me, I hope you learned something. You probably won't, but yeah, I'm excited to get into it. Thank you guys for being here, for following my page. I know I'm bad at Instagram. I'm going to try and be better. That was almost a lie. I'm going to do it when I can, okay? But you guys submitted so many questions. I'm going to dive into as many as I possibly can on this, a very rare day off. And I'm very excited to answer your queries. Here we go. I live in my house, which is in Greenville, Delaware. It's about 30 minutes from Philadelphia. I moved here years ago because it's very quiet, very lovely. The community is quite tight-knit and wonderful. And it gives me the ability to have balance in my life because so much of my life is very loud. And here is very quiet. No one really talks higher than a whisper and everyone smells of fig. It's delightful. Everyone thinks I live in New York or LA, and I shock people when I say I live in the first state. But yeah, I'm like 94 years old now, and I can handle the rigors of a city. Perfect segue. So at 94 years old, I do take measures not to age so quickly. I don't want to shock people on television, when I turn 97 and all of a sudden I'm like Catwoman. But I stay out of the sun. I'm well preserved because I spend most of my time on a giant ice cube. And, my hands don't quite look like a tortilla yet. But one of my dearest friends, Dr. John Gillespie, is a plastic surgeon and has all the lasers and stuff. So whenever I need it, I shall have it. Yeah, but for now, I drive in gloves. So yeah, don't forget the sun can get you in your car. I'm not afraid of trying new things because I have aged and I try very hard to give myself the grace not to be good at something and not to put the pressure of always being good at everything on my shoulders. And I think as an athlete and being an athlete as a child, you grow up just thinking that there's just this one thing, you have to be amazing at it. And that really is an athlete's mindset. But since stepping away from competition, I try really hard to challenge myself with new things and know that I'm not going to be good at everything when I do it. So I think just kind of understanding that we weren't put here to be great at all the things, but it sure is fun to try them. I think that's how I can be unafraid to do new stuff. I am socially awkward though, so doing things that require lots of socializing do make me nervous. I live in the countryside. I just had to dig deep and do the thing, as cliche as that sounds. Nobody can inhabit my body and do it for me, whatever it is. And I still don't think I'm all the way where I'm going, but I do know that I'm going to fall on my face a million times. And whether that's in front of one person or a billion people, it's going to happen to everyone. And you're going to make mistakes, you're going to say the wrong thing, you're going to perform the wrong way or badly, whatever the case may be. And if you understand that that's all part of getting where you're going, I think it's easier to withstand the pressure of knowing that it's all on you. But I'm like a shark. I don't sleep much. I work constantly. And while that lifestyle isn't for everyone, I work really, really hard to have the life that I have and all the things that I have and to have the opportunities that I have. So hard work and dedication. Bleh. When we choose music for the year, we know that we're going to live with that music for a long time. And you have to listen to it day in and day out. So you have to love everything that you skate to. And in my case, I have for the most part. But when I look back at the performances that I've given and the piece of music that meant the most and the moment that I feel like I created for myself, there are three that really stand out. There's one, my first Olympic season short program To the Swan by Camille Saint-Saëns, Creep, by Radiohead, but was covered by Kimberly Nicole. And my final performance I ever gave was to Claire de Lune. And those three really stick out. I am so excited to watch The Traitors. I can't say much of anything about my experience, but it was just something. I had not really watched The Traitors until I got the offer to be on the show. And then I dove in hard and watched all of them. All the UK, all the US, even Australia and New Zealand. It's a wonderful premise. It's a compelling show. And I can't wait to watch it along with all of you when I'm on it. Thank you for the compliment first. Second, to your question, if you're not from a very specific part of our world, this may not track for you or make sense. But basically, Sheetz and Wawa are two convenience store gas station combos that are very popular in Pennsylvania, Delaware, southern New Jersey, etc., etc. And depending on where you were born and where you grew up, you have sort of a connection to one over the other. And I have to say that I am from the Wawa area of our world. So I'm in Wawa land. I'm not really a betting man. You gotta ask Lipinski what her opinions are, just because she's kind of like Yoda when it comes to predicting the future. But, generally I can say that Team USA is going to be very well represented across all the disciplines and in the team event. Team Japan is very, very strong. You've got medal favorites from Canada, Kazakhstan, Italy, France. I mean, it's going to be a very, very exciting Olympic Games. There's chances for South Korea, for the United Kingdom. It's going to be quite the Olympic Games in Milan. If you're following me, you should know when the Olympics are, but if you don't, they are in February 2026 in Milano Cortina, and we'll have it all for you on the family of NBC networks. I'll tell you the same thing I told my mother, one Patty Weir. You're gonna have to watch to find out. I don't know anything. Was I there? For your sake, I hope I keep it up, at least like monthly, Quan. Weekly is a big ask, but I'm going to do my best to keep it going. But my guilty summer pleasure, I mean, it's kind of the same as my winter pleasure. Like, I like to buy niche fragrances and Windex stuff. I'm worried that if I take the phone off of the ring light holder thing, that, like, it may be dicey. Injuries. But I'm going to try and take you in and show you a little bit of my principal bathroom renovation. I'm going to do a full video. If you're new here, I like last year and carried on for quite some time because I'm particular. I did a principal bathroom and major wardrobe overhaul. I'll give you some little tastes, but I worked with Colonial Marble, which is a local company, and I love them. Cleanthes's High. And House of Roll was very kind. Toto was awesome. Names. But I will do a full video and tour, and I'll commentate it. But I'll try to give you a little like taste right now. Right, so here's a little baby taste. Clawfoot tub, original Murano glass, chandelier, a little print. I'm glad it's obscured because it's dirty. But look at this marble. It's Cipollino marble. It looks to me like a fox face, like there's his nose, he's got some snow around, his little eyes are up here. Everyone sees something different. But it's a glorious, glorious place to get clean. There's House of Roll situations, and I put all the lighting up in the ceiling, and of course it dims so I don't have to see my gentle folds. But my shower stall is definitely my favorite thing about the whole renovation. If this is news to you, я говорю по-русски. What? When I was 6, I found a book about the Soviet Union, and the Cyrillic alphabet was in the back. And I was fascinated there could be another alphabet to the one that I was learning. In school. So I decided to learn how to write it. And I picked up words here and there, and then I got into skating at 12, and Russian speakers abound. So it just encouraged me more to learn how to speak Russian. Plus, my hero at the time, Oksana Bayul, spoke Russian on TV, and I wanted to speak Russian to her if I ever met her, or was good enough to meet her. And later in my career, I spoke almost exclusively Russian with my coaches, and my entire infrastructure in northern New Jersey was Russian speaking. My doctor, my dentist, my supermarket guys, everyone spoke Russian. So I actually spoke English oddly at that time, like with an accent. Not on purpose, it just was natural that happened. And I've continued, now that I'm not on the ice and with Russian speakers every day, watching movies, listening to music, watching TV shows to keep it in my ear. And I speak Russian every day with my partner Misha at the Johnny Weir Skating Academy. Okay, I love The Magicians. It is I don't know how popular it is, but it's a wonderful television program that was on the Sci-Fi Network and then Netflix. I'm not sure where it lives now. I bought it, obviously, and it's in my iPad. I can't share that with you all, though, because copyright. But The Magicians is an awesome show about wizards that go to a special college called Break Bills to learn how to hone their craft. And they just get into hijinks, and there's all sorts of catastrophic stuff that happens. My favorite character is Margot. She'll be yours too. And one of my favorite scenes, well, I like all of them with her, but one of my favorites is when she is, I can't give it away. She's sitting at the dining table with Lady Pike from Cotswold. I think that's the actual name. She calls it a bunch of wrong names. But I think that is absolutely one of my favorite scenes from The Magicians. And also when they sing the song from Les Mis. Oh, girl. Okay. Sitting straight up, not depressed. So my skin has been my thing since I was like 10 and got my first weird, my mom called them a sweat pimple. And I was very against them. I've wanted to have porcelain baby doll skin my entire life. And I've done a reasonably good job. About 4 years ago, though, I started to get gentle whispers of rosacea, which is extreme redness brought on by pretty much anything. Sun exposure, cold exposure, hot food, spicy food, cold food, gerbils, basically anything makes me red. So I'm on a strange journey at the moment. I don't have it quite figured out, but I'm on a combination of products from Skin Medica, Aven, Biologique Recherché, Clé de Peau, Typology, and Sisley. I think that's all of them. If you need the products, I'll tell you, but don't ask me right now. I'm on a journey. Bowie, yes I am, and it is exhausting. Oh, I have worked with stylists in the past just when I really don't have time and I've got a big gig like the Olympics or a pilot for a TV show or whatever. But mostly I shop for myself and I try to keep it simple and buy things that I love and that I think are beautiful. But it's a full commitment and it's a full investment, and a huge part of what I do is also what I wear. And I really take that to heart and try to keep everyone entertained by my clothes. I'm a big fan of Issey Miyake, Hermes, Valery Kowalska, and a great resource to support up-and-coming designers is a website called Not Just a Label. There are young designers from all over the world who maybe don't have the name or the footprint yet to really invest in a web shop presence, but a lot of the clothes are custom made for you. It's an awesome resource, but I just like to feel pretty. You know, what? Maybe it's because I'm in my late 90s, but over time, I've learned and had to accept that the only opinion that truly matters is the one that you have of yourself when you look in the mirror at night. There are going to be people that never like you, or like the way that you do something, or feel bad when you're better than them, or hate on you because you're worse than them at something. That will never stop. And the minute that you submit to that, well, I just got the 5% battery remaining warning on my phone, and given the ring light situation, the fact that I'm in my 90s and where I'm currently positioned, I can't plug us in, so this is over. Happy Kwa. This has been absolutely lovely, and thank you all so much for your questions. There were so many to get through, and I hope I answered yours, but if I did not, I do apologize. There will be a next time. I will not commit to when that will be, but this has been joyous. I do love talking. But I hope you're all well. I hope you celebrate your weekends fabulously, just cloaked in velvety glamour and love. I hope you've got a healthy and safe weekend ahead of you. And just know that even though I'm not the most present person that you probably follow on Instagram, I do my best. And I so appreciate each and every one of you tuning in to see what I'm up to and support me from afar. And I just couldn't respect and love you guys more. So thank you very much. And hopefully this will happen again soon. Happy Saturday. Happy Kwa.